Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Yeah, ready.
Alliance's turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Alliance's turn to ban.
All right, I'm good to go.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Hello and welcome back to the OGA Dota Pit. My name is Nomad. Joining me is 1437 as we get back into this very exciting elimination series. It is Alliance versus Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro absolutely smashed Alliance in the team fights in game number 1. Game number 2, unfortunately, they weren't able to do the same thing. Alliance turned things around, drew the series even with some spectacular team fighting, some awesome laning, and some standout performances, notably from FNG on his team. And let's get in to the third and final game of this series. Do you have any predictions about the draft coming into this one?
I was gonna say if the draft didn't already start, they were gonna ban Timbersaw possibly this game, and they do. Timber. And they have picked Omni Knight and Sven once again. 3 games in a row.
Okay, all right. They get a third time over. Didn't work last time, but Virtus.Pro say, hey,
that's profit.
You still haven't figured it out, and they ban out the Timber.
I think
5 seconds.
I think they're gonna pick that profit possibly right now on Alliance. The Timber was a huge problem in the end. Like, they really didn't have the answer for it. They thought they did with the Viper, then the Skyrat. I really didn't like the Tidehunter. The Tidehunter wasn't able to be that tanky hero because of the Timber in the draft, right? So the Tide was like, yeah, very awkward pickup, and they also started to lack like disables because the Mars got banned. I think Alliance this time maybe they go for the DP again. Yeah. So they got, and they're gonna ban out the Mars second phase 1 again. Alliance are thinking like Viper was not a problem, didn't really matter. We don't need to get rid of that hero. We just gotta get rid of this Mars.
10 seconds remaining.
So that will be the DP picked up for Alliance. Yeah, I mean, they love this hero. They can play it between mid and off lane. It's really nice for them to just kind of play it around. Well, they could do a Kuro and play it on 5. Who knows? Maybe they've had some influence from that from Nicholas Captain, but yeah, they dropped the DP in as a pick as their answer to.
Ban out the Lightstealer, but Alliance picked in game 2. They just want a different game in terms of like what Alliance have.
Yeah.
So I Timber, Lightstealer, the heroes that we talked about last game. Alliance, if they want to have a good game, especially with the Nixon lineup, they had to win their 2 side lanes, and they did.
Yeah, they did.
They won really hard actually.
Turn to ban.
In those 2 side lanes, so they had all the stuff checked out, like what they needed to do to. Now they find themselves in game number 3. Really didn't expect that actually going into the series today. I'll be honest with you, because you know Alliance have been a little bit shaky. They have been on their way back up ever since they beat the teams in tier 2 in Epic League.
They've been
last game. That was so nice.
Yeah, I think as the DPC draws closer, a lot of these teams just kind of let the quality drop over the online season, are going to start to find their passion again. And I think this break over the Christmas period is going to do a lot, and I think we're going to see things really shake up. Just something slightly unrelated to this game. Do you think we're going to see much shuffling going on for the DPC?
It's possible. I wouldn't be surprised. I think especially in Southeast Asia, there's going to be some shuffles. I'm not so sure if there's like in other regions what it's gonna look too much like. I know definitely in SEA there's quite a bit happening. There's a lot of really good players available. In Europe, possible. Maybe teams like Mud Golems, for example, who've been struggling for the past
10
couple of
seconds
weeks
remaining.
and such. But teams like Virtus.Pro, nah.
5 seconds
Alliance, probably not.
No, these teams, they've been kind of grinding through this online period with the idea of,
Alliances
playing
turn to
towards the
pick.
DPC. These are the squads they've made since last, basically, since the last shuffle. And they want to see these teams play at TI before anybody shuffles or switches around, see if they've got that magic, and everyone believes they do, because otherwise they wouldn't be.
Yeah, most definitely.
10
It's
seconds
more about
remaining.
building up your team, having that
5
cohesion.
seconds remaining.
that matters more than just changing up a player.
Yeah.
Virtus.Pro
Because all these guys, they
turn to
play a
pick.
lot of Dota, and they play plenty of Dota. Ooh, and Alliance steal the Mars instead of banning it out.
Ooh,
The
I like
pick
that.
out of the phase. They take that away from VP. That being said, this DP is gonna be the mid then, and Mars is most likely gonna be the offlane.
10
I don't think I
seconds
can
remaining.
say I've seen Limp play Mars before.
5
There are some teams that are
seconds
willing to
remaining.
put Mars mid, but I'm not sure Alliance is. It's gonna look like a S4 Limp on the Death Prophet. Have a little bit more XP, maybe collapse onto Sven's lane at some point. EXO and the Siphons. VP now, they see the position 3 and the 2 now. Be surprised for them to just pick up the mid laner as early as now. Viper, Invoker banned out, and Queen of Pain. 3 big heroes for GPK. This, again, another bad Kunkka game. I love watching him play Kunkka, but
Alliances
even though he
turn
buys
to pick.
Aghanim's, it's really good with him. Go with the Phoenix. They take that away from Alliance as well. They didn't want to see Alliance get Phoenix Mars combo. Sven does not like to play against Egg.
No, he does not. No, this Phoenix is a pretty menacing hero, especially
10
when you're comboing it
seconds
up with
remaining.
anything like the Mars. So they'll take it themselves on VP. I mean, I quite like it with Sven as well. Any
5
AoE
seconds
stun,
remaining.
and I instantly like Phoenix much, and they definitely have that.
It looks like Alliance, are they gonna take the carry again? And no, they're not. They're gonna wait for the carry this pick, right? Because they don't want to let BP pick this offlaner to counter the carry here, which is very much possible. It would be not a good idea for them. But again, Alliance have been picking like Lifestealer like the last game in this position. Lifestealer might be the one hero that is okay because hard to draft against or try to beat him in the lane, but BP already banned that out. They don't really have that option of like this carry who just doesn't really care what he lanes in.
I stroked my beard in anticipation. I'm going to say Alliance are going to pick up.
No man, this is a very tense situation for Virtus.Pro. Because they've been dominating a lot, exactly, and they're one game away from elimination, right? They've been oh, there it is, Undying. They didn't ban it. They didn't ban it first phase. They didn't ban it second phase on BP. They thought it's a 5 Shadow Demon, and the Undying is out. Now they got their own big team fight skill up with the egg here with the tomb. Then Haste playing Undying. This means possible Snapfire pickup from Virtus.Pro, I think.
Yeah,
5
it's gotta be
They're gonna
seconds
need
remaining.
something like that. Yeah, they need it, I think. Don't have many other choices. Pop could have been nice.
I don't think I want to see the Mirana from Virtus.Pro though. A, because I can't remember them playing it, and B, I just
Well, it won't.
don't really like it.
There's no way they're gonna.
Doesn't fit.
I will shave my head no matter if they pick. Though it's already pretty short.
Pretty sure, yeah, that's not much of a flip. Yeah, I think you've frozen for me. Oh, there we go. You're going like maybe 1 frame a minute. It's okay. There we go.
Philippines internet. Shout out.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Internet in the Philippines happens. Bloodseeker offlane. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so this Bloodseeker pick is to lane against the Undying, right?
Yeah.
Because Undying steals strength,
Alliances turn
Bloodseeker
to
agility
ban.
hero wouldn't mind too much, and has a lot of sustain in the lane. That being said, Bloodseeker plus Phoenix is not a very good combo. Bloodseeker likes to lane with these disable heroes that can make sure his blood right lands, like Tiny, Rubik, even Venge. But Phoenix though,
remaining.
they really got caught off guard with the Undying.
Yeah, overall this Virtus.Pro draft is just
remaining.
lacking in stuns. Like they're really lacking. All they've got is Stormhammer, and you don't want your carry player to be the only one with that stun. So they really need something at mid. I'm thinking Zeus for Virtus.Pro. Sorry, not Zeus. Storm Spirit for Virtus.Pro. I think that would kind of fill in that draft. It's a little greedy, but I think.
Yeah, I like it too. I like Storm. I like Voice Spirit. One of the Spirit bros. Voice Spirit is probably a little bit better because it allows you to fight early on.
Yeah,
Bloodseeker.
it's less greedy.
5 seconds remaining.
Storm is like, it has a chance to get
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
ban out the puck on a...
Yeah, true. And Void's just less counterable as well. So they ban the line. Very surprised about that actually. I don't think Virtus.Pro are going to go for that. But I guess they could have. I guess they could have. At least seemed.
Oh, they definitely could have. Right?
Yeah.
The coil for the Sven, and then also the egg, Bloodseeker Blood Right. It's all pretty good. But VP definitely needs something that's like a little bit faster than puck even. And that's where I think like the one the Spirit Bros could be good. But most likely Void Spirit. What I would love to see. So VP is such a big problem.
Could be an option, as I think we might have lost Theban temporarily again. The Filipino internet not doing its best at the moment, but final 40 seconds of this pick for Virtus.Pro. You're coming in and out, don't worry.
Gonna refresh this real quick.
Yeah, so final pick for Virtus.Pro, looking for that mid laner. Void Spirit's up prediction. Ember could possibly an option. Storm as well, depending on what they want to go for. I mean, it is GPK. He does love playing Storm Spirit, but that's the main thing influencing my the directions. I don't think there's much available other than with the amount of bans that have been on board for a
Alliance's turn to pick.
yeah, they go snap. Okay, alright. This was mentioned earlier on. Definitely a good option for Virtus.Pro. Just takes down that tombstone, gives them something to deal with it, and also does play quite early, and then you can get that with the Agnims. Throw in like the or something.
10 seconds remaining.
So they were weighing their options, right? Are we gonna take something to kill the
5
tomb, or
seconds
are we
remaining.
gonna pick something that can then run around them? They actually opted for the Snapfire instead. There's a hero that can do a lot of damage. That amazing against Shadow Demon though. Disruption very good
You
against.
may now select your
And they go with the last pick, Nico baby, Juggernaut. Ooh, Juggernaut into Guardian Angel. It's okay.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker, I mean, Undying Juggernaut also not gonna have the biggest kill threat, but still a very strong combo. Every time I see Nico Baby play Jug, he just sounds like the freest game.
He does. Oh, yeah, and honestly, it's not that. Like, so usually we're pretty worried about this this Omni Knight into Juggernaut thing, but you've got yourself Hanskin playing this Shadow Demon. If he wants to, he can go. I mean, he'll definitely go Aether. He can go Blink, but he's gonna be there to purge off that GA and make sure that Nico Baby can land these ultimates when they need them to. So yeah, I actually really like this Jug pick. I think it's very nice. Gives you some kill potential on that egg. And a lot of counters here as well, so yeah, I'm a big fan of the Jug pick. Is it enough to bring the favor into Alliance's side? I'm not sure. I think this is the most even draft we've had so far. Look at the laning phase. I think it looks pretty good for Alliance again, but Alliance have been pretty solid in their lanes so far. It's about the fights, it's about the team fights, and when it comes down to that, I'm starting to call this one, honestly. I think I'm gonna be slightly Virtus.Pro leaning. Slightly.
Alright, I'll take a line. I like the heals. I like that they made VP, they cornered VP into a draft where they don't have a whole lot of disables.
Yep.
And VP is a team that likes to play with a lot of disables. They like to make the game simple for them. It's like kill hero. That's just their style. But this game, Bloodseeker Phoenix offlane, and their best stun is like a Sven once again. Unless GPK goes completely ham in this laning stage. There's gonna be a lot of disable problems for VP.
There are indeed. Yeah, I got to agree with that. I can see the issues, but at the same time, it's Omni Sven. Come on, it's Omni Sven. And as long as they don't get caught out by the Shadow Demon,
it bled last game.
Yeah, and
they took it out one time. They don't have the Timber though this game. That's true. And S4 is a little bit more vulnerable on a hero like Mars.
Yeah,
but I still believe in the S5 head.
Okay, all right, let's see who will come out ahead here in game at number 2 as we start things off with a pause, just getting things sorted out, some internet plugged in, some cables rejigged as we get started. It is an elimination match. It comes down to one final game between these two teams, Alliance versus Virtus.Pro, who is going to take the victory and move on in this tournament in the lower bracket, and who is going to lose and have to stay home. Everyone's staying home. It's COVID, but you know, go home. We can't say that because it's not on land, so that's what we're left with. CIS Phoenix was very good in game number 1 as well. It doesn't quite have the same freedom this time, I don't think. Last time they had so much AoE with the Sven and with the Queen of Pain, just protecting the egg. I mean, maybe they do with the Snapfire, but I kind of feel like the Jug can just run in and start smashing it, and they've got the arena to try and like give them the space they need to destroy this egg if it gets too aggressively poked. So I don't think Saves is free to drop these supernovas down as he wants. Number 1.
He really isn't. There isn't a whole lot of protection from him. He's gonna need DM to be very farmed and tank up a lot so he can run in and create a lot of chaos. Same with Epileptic Kid. Bottom, Mars versus Shadow Demon lane. Sven should have a pretty good time here. He's not gonna be too afraid of dying, I wanna say, because the Omni isn't really gonna leave him at any point in time. But S4, he might be in trouble when Hansken goes for that 4-minute power room bottom, as we saw in game number 1. VP doing that thing where they just go really aggressive when the enemy support leaves the lane.
See how these lanes seem to go. I'm certainly interested to see which way it will fall, because Alliance have been pretty dominant in the laning phases in the series so far. Virtus.Pro, they've got I still don't think they've got strong lanes. Like they just don't seem to care. They're just like, you know what? Screw the lanes. We'll just come back by fighting. Young, that's the old as well. You know, VP, there's so much young talent on this squad. Almost every single player is relatively unknown for the past kind of year or 2 years, and has recently kind of come in and has just started beating everyone. It's been very exciting to watch. A couple of players which we have watched grow over this year-long period as well. Ilias has been around for a while. He was with Na'Vi, GPK of course, started Gambit and then moved up from there. What the?
That VP that won multiple majors.
The battle begins.
Oh, that's a really hard thing to say, because there's something special about that VP, but there's something special about this VP. I think, yeah, they've got the potential. Sure.
I think so too. I think this team has so much potential. As long as they're not like a one-patch wonder. Next patch we'll see how it goes. But if this team, because that VP was like strong in almost every patch, right? They just didn't perform as well as people expected them to at TI.
Yeah, major downfall. Hopefully this VP doesn't suffer from the same curse as the old ones, as FNG starts its lane by bullying the Phoenix. Go turn around hits. And Nick will fight up. Meanwhile down lane, we've got a disruption coming out as S4 setting up the God's Rebuke onto Ilias, just getting as much damage as they can onto this Omni, even going into some body blocks with the illusions as well to get a little bit of value, a couple of extra hits in onto this Omni.
Hey, he also gets a Basilius every time he disrupts the Omni Knight. A little bit of mana regen too. Feels good, man.
Certainly does. Certainly does. So yeah, side lanes we're saying kind of slightly Alliance favored in probably both the lanes, which is always worrying, but maybe they can do something as DM. Getting very low here to Nico Baby. That spin along with the decays is quite scary. Nico Baby nearly takes him down. Gotta be cautious. Meanwhile, bottom, S4 also getting chased away by Ilias. Good. Yeah, that's the thing. Epileptic Kid will always be able to fall back to the game. It doesn't really matter how the Sven's lane goes. Always able to do come back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of zoning going on in the top lane. Bloodseeker got very low after the soul rip, and now he's been staying away from the creep wave for some time. He's only got 3 last hits time being. Nico Baby looking to get that boot and just try to spin onto the Bloodseeker again once Jug is level 3.
Okay,
this is a very
pretty heavy hits from Limp at mid. Has to get back under the tower and pop himself a couple of tangos to stay alive as Limp and him continue trading quite violently. Off bottom, Ilias some hits, but Epileptic actually turning it around to S4 and giving him a decent amount of harassment. With that Heavenly Grace, they don't really want to turn around and hit the Omni Knight. It's got that bonus strength on and the health regen and all that good stuff.
So far, lanes are looking pretty decent for Alliance. Thought mid lane could be a bit hard for that Prophet, but Limp is playing so aggressively. Up here, DPK is struggling to just find last hits even. 8 to 14, and the wave is coming back up on hill.
Yeah, Limp. Great time in this little lane, dominating with that Prophet. The thing about Snapfire is that she can't play from that far away. Her right-click range is very, very small, at least for a ranged hero, and Limp is just going to continuously take advantage of that with top lane items, with the harassment. But yeah, this is a problem for DM, or it's not apparently. They just want to keep on chasing him away, keep on controlling him up. They've got a creep wave coming in, don't need to for any kills, just keep the harassment going on for him and force him to.
Got boots now, pops the mango, ready for that next Blade Fury. He just needs FNG to maybe get 2 decays out onto the Bloodseeker first. And DM is like very safe, playing extremely safe in the lane. He's only got 9 last hits because of how far back he's needed to be.
Yeah, he's not having a good lane to start off with here. And FNG's also able to take himself a few creeps as well.
Up into 2, and then getting the pull off. Yeah, FNG's spectacular job up in this top lane, just playing for the XP first. Again, this lane only gets harder for Bloodseeker.
Easier anytime soon. He's gonna have to come up with another way to play in this early game if he wants to have much game impact here. I mean, I imagine it's just going to be a case of trying to play with the lanes and to farm under his tower, and then maybe start rotating in some other lanes, or even jungling with a blood right. It's possible. It doesn't feel good to do so, but it's possible. Or maybe his team put pressure elsewhere and just try and draw away the support, get FNG out of the lane, and then put it into a 1v1. But even then, I still think the jungler is fine by himself.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is just a Phoenix support with the Bloodseeker. These blood rights, you know, can't be guaranteed onto these heroes, so Alliance can constantly make better trades. Look at mid, man. Oh my god. Limp. 33 to 19. GPK is just jungling.
Playing the smackdown on this kid. This is GPK.
Yeah.
This
oh, he wants to steal the rune too. Limp, he steals his rune.
In the wound. GPK is left high and dry. He tries to come in.
This is absolute dominance. Alliance.
Able to secure that range creep at the very least for himself, but still GPK by no means happy. He's gonna have to walk back to base to get that mana back, to get that bottle refilled. Maybe he's gonna try and lane, but to be honest, I think he's probably just sitting in the jungle. Meanwhile, S4 is being real peppered in this bottom lane by Virtus.Pro. They are not happy with this Mars' existence, and they keep on getting his health pool down real low, so he's gonna have to lane back to base. It's actually the poorest of all the cores in the game right now. Being very much bullied by Elite.
He's not a Timbersaw this game. Against all these men, so there's a lot of harass damage that's quite annoying for him, but that's okay. His top and mid lane are doing so well. FNG coming in for the rune. Okay, he does have the kisses ready.
Yeah, might be tempted to drop a tombstone here. Double damage is found. Save, he's going to pick it up and probably looking to finish off FNG here. I wouldn't be surprised. In comes that soul rip and a jump forward from Save, but Hanskin's ready. Drops down the disruption. They've got the ultimate from Limp here as well, but actually GPK's going to throw them all of his kisses. Can he track Limp though? It doesn't look like he can. The DP's a little bit too squishly for him to bring him down. Meanwhile, Ilias on the side looking to help out with this one. They can't find the tombstone though, and that means that there's not much they can do about it. It's been a little bit too far back with this.
Oh, DM also TPing.
Oh man,
yeah, they want to protect mid lane bad. A lot of rotations coming out from VP, and I think Alliance should be quite happy with that. Just a little bit of chip damage, force the glyph away, free farm for the Juggernaut top. They get the Omni out of bottom. That leaves S4 to get some space too.
Still creep under his tower as well, so he's been pretty happy to get himself a couple of small creeps, get himself back into the game a bit. Still a long way off though.
DM though. DM's very fast. 455, 60 MS. Battling happen on the map, so it just walks right back top. Nico Baby not yet level 6. Gonna get pressured up a little bit by these two. Where's his items on Nico? Ah, he's got a Morbid Mask. He's going for that straight Mask of Madness first before the face boots. So when he pops that Omni Slash, he's gonna have a crazy amount of DPS. Definitely the best build on Jug.
Are we predicting Master Madness into Midas, like we've seen certain heroes do on?
No.
For a different route.
Juggernaut is not Faces Void. He doesn't need.
You say that, but you know, if there was a game to do it, a game with a Phoenix in it, doesn't seem too bad with the attack suit, but I'm not.
Got Broom Handle so far, looking for that Iron Talon if possible. I guess the big play right now we're looking for is Limp with his next EXO. Is he gonna make another play onto mid, or is he gonna go bottom? Game is starting to slow down right now as the heroes are getting to like level 5, level 6 areas, and both teams kind of just respecting the power levels of each other.
Yeah, there is a lot of respect, and everybody's kind of just tiptoeing around each other.
No first blood.
No first blood, no. Last game we wait until we had an ultimate, I think in the bottom lane, until we saw first blood. I believe that was a month, I want to say, so.
No, it was S4 on his Timber. Killed the...
Oh yeah. Yummy Knight. Here we go, down to the bottom lane, they're going onto the Mars. S4, he is absolutely going to get his mushroom sauteed down here by GPK with the rotation in, with the Modern's Kiss, and the God Strength from the Sven. Goodbye, little Mars. The rotation.
Yeah, and GPK.
Very nice.
He also gets the first blood. He really needed that because he was falling very far behind the DP, almost 1,000 gold.
Oh yeah.
Look what he's queued up this game. Is this the Thompson build? Is it?
Looking
like gonna be that first item E-Blade? Gold Scepter, first item queued up. I mean, it's pretty good against Juggernaut. That's for sure.
Really good. And should protect you from the exorcisms for a while as well, right? You can use it on yourself.
Yeah, but the Siphon is just slow. So you typically don't see the Ghost Scepter come out against DP.
Yeah, it is really quiet laning phase. Like DM's just chilling top, laning into the Juggernaut, hasn't ruptured him or anything. They're just kind of trading creeps.
Top tower is under attack.
Honestly,
there it is.
He's doing really well. He's actually above the Juggernaut in net worth now, so DM has come back in this lane massively.
Ever since Undying left top and DM walks back top, he's been having a pretty good time. And bottom lane, they're gonna pop the EXO there. Gonna be the first tower being taken, and the second tower top for Virtus.Pro, as they brought a lot of heroes up here committing to this.
Yep. Just making that mirror movement, trading the bottom tower from the top tower. We see it all the time.
Top tower has fallen.
Well, no one really cares, to be honest. It just means the carry's probably going to move to the opposite lanes. They'll do the old switcheroo, and life will go on as normal.
Sven having a much better game this time around, not having to lane into the Timber. Level 8.5. Top the net worth even more than this Death Prophet, who was just giving GPK the beating.
Yeah,
he's doing it. He's doing it, by the way. He's going for that E-Blade on that GPK. So you guys are watching Nico Baby farm this beautiful stack. To mention that Hobson E-Blade Snapfire build is right now.
structures are
And
fortified.
now they look in towards the middle tier 1 tower. Fortification immediately comes out from Alliance. S4, FNG, they are here. But now the Rapture comes down onto S4. He's trying to run himself away. Unfortunately, FNG, well, the Cookie actually sends Sven down to low ground, making it a little bit longer. FNG's actually going to be able to heal himself up, drop the Flesh Golem, and now maybe turn things around. Sven controlled up inside that arena, taking a decent amount of damage as the Mortals gets to come through, but won't do a whole lot of work. And now the ultimate thrown down onto Sven. That Demonic Purge is on top of him, but Supernova is response from Virtus.Pro, forcing Alliance back again as FNG's just burning up, but is going to be kept alive by the healing ward just about. So very interesting engagement here at mid. No one actually falling. Still just one kill in this game, despite having a team fight. Nobody died.
Just dropping all the ults just to help each other alive. I mean, Nico maybe still does have his Omni Slash. He can maybe drop onto Ilias if he wants it, but there's a Guardian Angel already available. There are some Omni Knights that don't skill up the ulti right away, but Ilias, he knows how valuable this is.
Oh, he does.
Flash. If I can stop saying.
Yeah.
I hate this. This happened before, right?
It happened.
This happened before.
Means we've got to say the full thing.
An Omni Slash.
Well, I think everyone's kind of just content as a cucumber to sit around and farm this game. No one really wants to make any plays. VP tried to push in for the middle tower. He tried a couple of ultimates, and then just like, we'll call it even, and just went back to farming. And I'm like, yeah, sure, agreed. Don't want to make any moves either. They've got this Juggernaut, which they feel is farming up pretty damn nicely. He's heading in towards this Battle Fury to try and farm up even quicker. He wants Sven. He is going in towards the Echo Saber and getting some ancient stacks for himself as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
S4 really that core that's just struggling at the moment to try some farm. He's also just in the hardest lane at the moment, waiting for creeps to come into him. He's quite far again away from this Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have any options. Run around and use his arena. DM, but he doesn't really have backup quite yet.
Doesn't really want to
Dire's
be
middle
finding
tower is under
engagements
attack.
until he has that Blink Dagger and Virtus.Pro. They want to push him down even further. They're moving heroes over, but S4, his game sense is sharp, and he TPs back into the smoke for his team. So escape into a smoke to look for some revenge, or maybe look for a kill at mid. PK would be a
Could be a big kill here.
Scanning.
Yep.
And the tower take right after. They want to pop the Exo here.
And Skin gets the disruption. If he comes in to hold back Limp, is it going to make a difference? I don't think so. Arena comes down, the damage is through, and they will get him down. The Sunray is just a little bit too late. Now they'll get the Supernova to try and save this Sven. Oh, but they have to deal with these tombstones first, and they are struggling to do that. The Sunray cross deal a little bit of damage to the Mars as they force Alliance back, but not nearly enough. And now they can come back in and look to take this tower. Virtus.Pro, I think, have kind of lost their spider. Now the Omnisash comes through, jumps himself back around all over the place to be able to finish off save. FNG will get the kill. Fortification used to get that split shot on the tower, but the tier 1 surely will fall here, although I say that. The Sven's coming back in. DM's here as well, throwing down the blood rights, but it doesn't matter. Alliance have taken it. They get the tier 1 first, and that is a big step for them. But will Virtus.Pro want to make a similar play when they are all back alive again?
I don't think they can. They don't have the Gaussians available.
No God's
One
Strike,
more
no
minute left.
Supernova.
Yeah, and no easy just initiation form right now. Actually, Bloodseeker does have the Atos. Maybe they can use that to try and do something, but they need to take this mid tower back right now.
Radiant structures
Alliance,
are
when that
fortified.
Exo's back up, they're just gonna invade your
middle
triangle
tower
and
is under
never
attack.
leave if they have the option. So you can see VP just grouping up around the mid, but it's nighttime. Gonna have to go pick up the bounty runes first.
Do indeed to move around, get them lots of the gold. The BP mount their attack. Yeah, they do really want to force this up. Got a catapult.
Is under
War
attack.
Cry to come in, start the tower. There is no fortification available from the Radiant, and immediately just unleashing onto the FNG. But yeah, he managed to get out on Tombstone. That means Virtus.Pro can't really fight into this. Like, they have no way to jump in and destroy that Tombstone, so they will just have to back themselves off. Big problem that GPK can't actually come in and kill off this Tombstone most of the time.
For a very long time under this tier 1 tower. Exo's up in 20 seconds. Ooh, they're gonna drop the ulti for this.
Alright. Alliance, they're finally gonna say, hey, you know what, guys? You can take it. You've earned it. You've done a good job. And now, well, Because Kisses with the Supernova is going to finish Handskin, but it's only Handskin. This is a pretty good trade, all things considered, for Alliance. As now, Virtus.Pro, they won't have their God Strength, they won't have their Supernova, they won't have their one of his Kisses, like a ton of ultimates on cooldown for them. Alliance pretty much have free reign of the map for the next kind of minute.
Yeah, they got that level 2 armor slash up. DP about to hit level 12 as well. Her level 2 EXO. They could just go Roshan actually. 70 seconds not on the Sven's ultimate.
I'll have to come back here.
Gotta be tempting. Still only 4 kills in this game.
For the twin.
Having
Very slow game right now. Both teams, you know, they just want the items. They just want to get their timings. They don't want to mess up one bit. This is an elimination game.
one kill every 4 minutes is what they're saying on. And Nico
Doesn't feel like Dota, does it?
Fury. It doesn't. He's nearly there though. He just needs to finish off his ancient camp, and he is going to have that Battle Fury completed. 17 minutes. Got himself a Mask of Madness and a Battle Fury and Phase Boots. Feeling pretty good on the Juggernaut. Not spectacular,
yeah, he is.
but pretty damn good.
He will be able to keep up with the Sven. The problem for Nico Baby in this game is definitely just Guardian Angel. Oh, top. Got one.
Oh dear, yeah, they go fishing and they catch themselves a DM fish who gets taken down very, very quickly inside that arena. Lucky that. Tower probably to the
And the tower too. That's a level 2 EXO. So VP, you know what that means? Enemies down a big key spell to try to do something ourselves. Again, Nico Baby.
Then going to try and go into Nico Baby. The cookie, it was a nice idea, but it doesn't quite land, and that means the Juggernaut's going to be able to spin himself to safety.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if that cookie did land, they would have been able to do something with it. They have no stuns really. Like the Sven stun has a projectile speed, and by then Juggernaut would have just been able to Blade Fury. Kick him out of the lane at least, right? That's what we're able to accomplish.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Virtus.Pro. What is their idea of a play? Do they want to try and position themselves for Roshan? Do they want to try and take this final tier 1 the tower at bottom? Or do they want to invade the enemy jungle, get some vision down, and start setting themselves up for a more aggressive mid game?
They might just want to wait for the BKB first. Oh no, they smoked under a ward. And they're about, what, 800, 700 gold away from this BKB too? Ooh, if this goes bad for them because of this ward. Oh, the Ruptured Illusion.
Yeah, that illusion was well within smoke range as well, but you know, DM a little bit premature, just you know, really wanted to rupture that first profit. Know how he feels.
That feels bad. That smoke absolutely doing nothing. Epileptic Kid just goes back, farms up. That was definitely not a call from Epileptic Kid. Every time he calls for a smoke, it's when he's got like a plea item.
Yeah.
Somebody maybe getting a little bit premature that play. Ilias does have another smoke ready though.
That he does, ready to go again, but this time they're going to be fighting ultimates into ultimates because this Death Prophet does have Hereticism back. They have Arena, they have everything on Alliance, so I'm not even sure if they want to try and go for this, but I guess with this BKB on the horizon for Epileptic Kid, it's probably a good time for them to try and make some action happen.
I think I'm starting to remember there was a time where Juggernaut fought against Omni Knight, and I think it was also Nico Baby who did it, and he had like a nullifier that time. It worked out pretty well that game, if I recall correctly.
I think it did too.
Radiant
I think I
are
won that game.
scanning.
I'm impressed by it. Didn't push that much.
Oh yeah, it was against Mud Golems. They were playing Omni Sven as well.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
And they actually picked the Juggernaut into the Omni Knight. So there's a lot of people who always doubt, like, why would you pick Juggernaut into Omni? But, you know, Alliance are pretty confident with it. Here's the Roshan. Nico Baby still bottom, though. He's not coming back yet. Defend this Rosh play. How's this tier 2 tower?
And let's not forget, they've also got the Shadow Demon on purpose. Don't even necessarily. Wildfire. They go for this Roshan. Rena's going to come down. S4 trying to make something happen here, but unfortunately you can't take Roche. Now the Aegis goes into the hands of Epileptic Kid Alliance. They're still going in for this. They really want to try and squeeze this lemon, but the Sven's going to just finish that TP, get himself away. The M might not be so lucky as S4 tries to run him down. Nico Baby running forwards with the spin spear, just about connects onto DM, and Nico Baby should be able to bring him down, although he's invisible. He's got the glimmer. He's running one way. Are they going to predict this? DM turns around, throws down the Atos to hold back DP. He's running to the trees. Still out again with the blood right, trying to get himself out. The crit swarm won't quite reach. Neither will the poison. Got another magic cloak here as he runs himself away. Glimmer Cape down to the south. Does he actually get out of it? They still see him though. DM, he has to try and get himself away with the TP. They don't predict it with the spear because the spear's not available, and he will get himself away. The great escape from DM.
Dude, VP literally just got away with murder, right? They got the Aegis. They had to pop BKB. They had to do everything to just get the Sven out of there. The one hero that Alliance might have been able to kill also survives, and they bought so much time while Epileptic Kid was able to push his bottom lane all the way to the tier 1 tower, and now he has God Strength again. That's how much time DM just bought them. Yeah, and Alliance don't have EXO anymore.
Top tower is under attack.
Next minute gonna be a bit rough.
Bottom tower
What a messy Roche though. Like, what a messy Roche. It took them such a long time to make the decision to actually go into that pit. And then they were just getting rained on by the spit of mortar. And that stuff burns.
Definitely. But Alliance, I think they should be just happy with splitting up the map right now. So Baby really feels comfortable joining up in the team fights quite yet. He wants to play that split push game. He knows he's pretty invincible because there's no way to stop this spin TP. And BP constantly gonna have to go back and defend.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's Epileptic Kid. He's going for the basher. He knows he needs this. Like, oh wait, what? God Strength? That was a misclick. Oh boy, they're gonna see this too. They're gonna ping that out.
Yep, they are. Epileptic Kid. He's just like, I don't even need this spell. So yeah, game's gonna slow down even more now, folks. You thought because we had a Aegis, we were gonna be going for it, but nope.
They can't. They really can't. Without the God Strength.
What's this overlap?
It's kind of.
So he's got 80 seconds until it's back. He's got 2 minutes. So yeah, basically, he's gonna have about 90 seconds to make a play with this Aegis now. Not ideal.
Dire's top tower.
They're looking for a fight right now, even though there's an Aegis up. Like, they know without the God Strength, they can't battle, right? So, smoke up from Alliance, very good call from them. S4, I'm not sure they want to go on the Bloodseeker. He's definitely the tankiest hero on the side of VP, apart from the Sven. He's got a plate mail, a Glimmer Cape, plenty of magic resistance.
Quite. And don't forget that 6 armor talent.
Yeah, holy smokes, 50, wait, is that right? 52 magic resist on the Bloodseeker? I think it's just bugged probably for me. Oh yeah, he has another shot.
I get that as well, yeah, he's got another shot. Yeah. Good luck killing DM, this is one tanky little dude.
With the Warcry, he's sitting on 44 armor.
Radiant's bottom tower
72% critical resist. And that's...
You don't want to jump Bloodseeker, that's for sure.
You do not. That would be considered a bad move.
Check out. Walk around.
They're gonna go in. This time it's gonna be the Undying first. He's gonna just straight up pop the Tombstone, and they want to turn around and destroy this one of VP. They're gonna throw out a couple of spells while GPK gets to work. Destroy the Tombstone does so. S4 trying to play around that Tombstone. He wants Supernova, incredibly brave, and it gets killed off pretty instantly. Meanwhile, Limp has to put the BKB to stop himself getting killed off by the Mother's Kisses. Epileptic Kid come forwards, looking for the Juggernaut. Nico Baby can't quite get the dodge onto that stun. Now he has to play around, and uh-oh, he gets found. Now the Omnisash comes through onto the Sven. Can he do enough damage to actually bring down his first like he can? But now Nico Baby's in some trouble. He does suffer a little bit longer, getting back to his team, regrouping on Alliance, but are up 2 men down. They can't take this engagement. They're going to take the Aegis, and they're going to leave.
That's also a double buyback from VP though. That's a 2 for 2, and 2 buybacks from VP. So huge win from Alliance. Sven did have an Aegis. He had to pop the Omni there. I'm not sure if he had to, but he did. It was like 30 seconds left on that Aegis, so he's going to be happy about that at least. For Epileptic Kid. Omni going to be on cooldown for some time. Also the EXO. I don't think BP is done. They want to keep going right now while Alliance don't have these two big key teamfight spells.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hammering down now on the middle tier 2 tower. OGA blasting away with the little shredder. Spell feels
Mars.
a bit nice.
No, S4, he's so dead here.
Man, this is not the neighborhood you want to be hanging around in. Didn't your mum and everything? Bye-bye. Handskin, there's a bit of disruption, you know, it makes his suffering last a little longer. Thank you, Handskin, but that is most definitely a dead Mars.
S4 only had one death and now he died like back to back instantly. Feels bad, man. He TP'd into a vision, like a ward, right? Lions didn't have any vision on the bottom side either.
I'll take that as tribute.
Maybe he should have been a bit more careful with where he was going when he revived. It's okay, he has another 40-second timeout to think about his decisions. What he wants to do next.
Think about his mistakes, think about what he's done. Child. 2 minutes until Roshan could spawn. That is when the timer's going to start, and that is when we shall know the next objective for both these teams. But Virtus.Pro, they're feeling strong. Even though there's no real gold advantage here, they just feel like Athletic Kid's a king.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's not though. Jug is just as far as him. They are neck and neck at this point, and Nika Baby's heading his way rather alarmingly quickly towards an Skadi. And it's interesting comparing the two items because Nika Baby's clearly going in for these bigger items, and when he hits his Skadi, I think he's going to feel much stronger than the Sven. Sven, meanwhile, he's going for the more budget items. Vanguard, which he's obviously going to turn to Abyssal very shortly. Echo Saber, Mask of Madness, you know, Nika Baby has one as well, but BKB is not exactly a huge item either. It's all about the little build-ups for Athletic Kid to try and make him feel stronger earlier on, whilst Juggernaut's just trying to maximize farming potential and get these big items on.
But Nika Baby is not going to be able to feel comfortable split pushing into the high ground as well anymore because of the Abyssal Blade that Athletic Kid fills up. Now you have a way to be able to cancel that Blade Fury TP. Echo got that Skadi complete. It is really nice in slowing heroes down. Stay on top of them. There's a lot of healing coming out from Virtus.Pro as well. Phoenix, the Omni Knight. Interesting. Look at this play right here. Oh, Nico, I think he gets spotted out on the creeps though, possibly. Smoke up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a tense situation.
It is.
This is it. It's a big fight.
10 kills only.
Going the other way though.
30-minute game. It looks like they might actually just ignore each other. Let's see. GPK might be the target they want to jump on. Jumpin Arena's going to come down. They're going to try and target GPK, but the Abyssal Blade comes out from the Sven, immediately turning it around onto the Mars. He's dead instead, but they need to get themselves out. Now the Ethereal Blade comes out onto himself, but they immediately turn around and try and deal the egg. But Athletic Kid is doing so much damage, they will kill the egg, but it's a high cost. Nika Baby, he needs to turn around and use the Omni Slash. Will do exactly that, but he's doing no damage due to the GA. Meanwhile, they'll just about keep the Death alive for a little bit longer. Yules as well. They're keeping her alive, but unfortunately the Jug is down. Maybe they can kill the Snapfire. Sven falls as well to the damage of Flip. I can't believe they kept the Death Prophet alive, but they did, and they will take the fight because of it. 2 heroes remaining on Alliance, 1 hero left on the side of Virtus.Pro. A scrappy, brutal engagement. Alliance narrowly coming out on top, but really, I mean, it's quite a hollow victory. You lose your Juggernaut, you lose your Mars, but nevertheless, Limp is a happy, ghosty lady.
Oh, he's gonna have Shivas now. That's gonna make him even tankier. But man, Handskin, that disruption was on point onto the Death Prophet, and then the Euros come out. Yo, that Exo did so much damage in the fight. The Guardian Angel kept the Sven alive just long enough to bring the Jug down, but once that's down, you don't really have anything against this massive physical teamfight damage from Alliance.
Nope.
And I should also say, like, they committed a lot into killing that egg. That egg placement was so good because it allowed the Sven to just hit and do so much clear damage on the Jug and the Undying, and that's how they were able to even bring down FNG. If he was alive, the heals from him would have been extremely annoying as well.
My goodness, what a team fight from these two teams, really locking horns, and the clutch plays. I mean, Handskin has to be a standout performer once again. The Shadow Demon proving to be the most value pick for Alliance in this series, turning the team fight around with that disruption onto the DP whilst her exorcism is still going on, and then she can turn around, get off the Spirit Slice, and heals herself up and survive that one. And now she's rocking up with the Shiva's Guard. She's playing with the big boys almost. 1.4k net worth.
5. Yep.
Scary stuff, but Roshan is being taken by Epileptic Kid. They need to do something about this. They can't let him get away with this for free. They must know what's going on, but at the same time, do
they?
Right now, pings out from FNG. He's
It's dying fast.
Yeah, they need to do this now. FNG is going to move across, uses the decay, sees what's going on, but it's just too late. They've taken down the Roshan already, and he's going to be able to take both the Aegis and the Cheese. I can't believe Alliance let it happen again, but they're going to try and make a play from this. Disruption comes down onto the Sven, but now he jumps forward. A Blizzard Blade forward onto Nico, maybe along with the Supernova as well. Is there anything he can do against it? The spin away, they get bashed up, taken down by Epileptic Kid. They will kill off Nico, baby. They will be able to get the Supernova in response, but with this rupture out onto the DP, she's in some trouble, and there's the Disruption Bolt coming through and taking down Limp from the air. Wow. A very cool spell, aren't you? Meanwhile, oh damn, S4. I think he's could be okay. He's got a Blink Dagger in 3 seconds, a full stack on, turns around with a God's Rebuke, and will be able to get himself back to the high ground, but still Virtus.Pro taking that fight. I mean, to ask, like, what was with the hesitation? Why didn't Alliance go into that pit any sooner?
Well, they didn't know it was up already, and Shad even wasn't nearby either. They had no intention of taking that engagement while the Omni Slash was still on cooldown, or even checking it. They weren't expecting DP to just go in like that. But as soon as they came out, they're like, oh guys, they have to use caution for this fight. Let's take the engagement, even if they have Aegis. But Sven still had about 7 seconds or so left. Use that time to just commit onto the Juggernaut. Big plays from Epileptic Kid to not like try to run away while it was running out, but try to kill the Jug instead. That last bash though, oh man, that was painful for Nico, baby. 100% out of there with that Blade Fury if he did not get hit.
I know. That one's really got to hurt. They'd already used a Rupture onto the DP as well, so it wasn't even like they had that one available to throw as he was running out.
They get a Rax.
Yeah, but S4 comes in, manages to catch the Bloodseeker out in Arena, but as we've seen before, this guy is absolutely yoked. Like, he is not going down easily. They're going to throw down the Demonic Purge, everything being dropped onto this Bloodseeker. He throws the Low Storm onto himself, but surely they can bring him down, and they will be able to do so eventually. He is going to fight back though. They want to make this into something, as they have to deal with the Tombstone first. The Blizzard Blade across there, on top of the Death Prophet. They're probably getting pretty low. The Omni Slash coming through as well. Epileptic Kid is actually the one who's going to die, but that's only the Aegis, but it's also his God Strength. Supernova gets turned around upon, and they blow that one up. Alliance look like they might be taking this engagement. Azilius is going to fall as well. Now they're just trying to run themselves away. The Spear moves Epileptic Kid over the cliffs, helping him out a little bit, but Hanskin comes across, use the Disruption. That means he can get on top of him. Limp abruptly down to the low ground, won't get jumped on by Epileptic Kid. He's running them around in circles, but this Sven is most certainly going to fall here as a right-click connects. They bring down the Sven, they take this fight, and they get a buyback out of DM as well. So Alliance take a big slap back, but now they need to come running down mid and try and force out some of these buybacks or take a barrack of their own.
Oh, that Guardian Angel came out way too late. You cannot let your Sven die with his Guardian, even if he does have that Aegis up. Alliance taking such a nice fight. I cannot believe. I thought S4 was a madman to go in onto that Bloodseeker, but that worked out. And DM like was trying to sacrifice himself, but his team still got caught out.
They just kind of, I don't know what the shot calling there was, but they were obviously trying to look for a weakness. They thought they found it, and they just overcommit. And now S4 throws down a zoning arena. Very nice.
That's a Rax back.
Yep.
It's gonna be an even game again, Nomad. And guess what happens when DP's alive? They're gonna run back at them.
Oh, they're gonna run down mid. Okay. This tug of war in the middle lane continues as Lions take the barracks back, evening the score. I mean, there's still a range barracks alive for VP, so there's that. There's a DD here though, Nico baby. Oh, he's gonna be tempted. He's gonna be licking his lips and thinking, guys, is there anything we can do with this?
Yeah, I also want to mention...
How crazy are we feeling?
He doesn't have God Strength yet. I'm sorry, Omni Slasher, so he's gonna wait for that. They do have the bottled up the DD though. Next fight is gonna be pretty crazy. You know why? Shadow Demon has an Aghanim. He's gonna use that onto the Ven, and we're gonna see what this Omni Slasher is gonna be able to do.
Yeah. You can chain them up, or you can just dump them all simultaneously for the burst damage. Honestly, a legitimate strategy. There's a lot Hanskin can do with this argument. It's a really good pickup from him, and the range he can cast it from as well. Like that is like a screen away he can do it because he's got the telescope and the Aether lens. and the cast range talent.
That is a lot of range.
And he's got a blink dagger, by the way, so just in case you're worried, he's not going to get it off. Handskin always gets it off.
What if you had that kind of range in real life? You know, 80 lens telescope. You can be sitting at your computer, you know, using your arm to like reach into your refrigerator. Yeah.
Dream, really.
Right now.
That dispel is going to be absolutely key, and also just slowing down the spend. Like, the guy does not have an axe. He is not quick. The only thing he's got is the ability to get on top of people. So
we've been seeing more of these spend players not going for Aghanims. I feel like the other items providing more for them.
No, but Reddit said it's OP.
Well, that's the thing about meta, right? It's constantly changing.
Just because pro players know how to play into it as well doesn't mean it. Anyways, 8k gold advantage for Alliance. They have now got those ultimates up. The double damage is still available for the Juggernaut, and I imagine Alliance, they want to do something with this. VP will orchestrate it.
They are actually going to smoke up again. Their initial smoke didn't work out because Alliance just instantly backed off, right? They know they need all their skills up to be able to fight. Now VP going to do it again. This is like a 50-50 engagement into a DD Juggernaut.
Could be huge. This could be huge. Virtus.Pro, if they can find the right engagement, this could still be good for them, but it's a big ask. Big ask.
They see the DD?
Take residence this time,
maybe. They purge him.
Oh, going in and there's someone to purge out onto him immediately. He has to go in. He has no other choice. The Supernova thrown out on top of them as well. Athletic trying to get his damage off. They focus down the face to the egg. Oh no! And now they're actually going to lose Nico, maybe an FNG and Hanskin simultaneously. Oh dear, there's just too much damage around this team. But Limb, he's still trying to make some plays here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to though, as he's being kited out pretty badly as GPK finishes off S4 around the side. And well, that's going to be fight over, folks. They will lose Ilias right at the end as Hanskin drops him. Very, very weird fight there. I mean, I think some of them went for the egg, some of them went for Epileptic Kid. They couldn't make up their mind. But how did Sven survive that?
Oh, the Shadow Demon Purge, it already ran out, right? Snapfire decided to jump into the backlines going for Hanskin, so he couldn't throw the Purges on anymore. So Nico Baby really hesitated in dropping that Omni Slash onto him. Because if the Guardian Angel comes out and if the Omni goes on cooldown, that's like the worst case scenario for Alliance. So he doesn't use it, he pops a spin, and that just made it such an awkward engagement for Alliance already. That being said, Limb's Death Prophet is still an absolute beast right now. Even though the Jug died, wasn't really able to get anything off. This Exo is just doing an insane amount of damage at the moment. Managed to hold off DP, and Juggernaut is back alive. It's like that fight really didn't accomplish anything for either sides, essentially.
Top tower is under attack.
But one thing to say
Dire's top
is
tower has fallen.
Apparently has a better cast range than Omni Slash. Because he actually popped the Abyssal before Nico Baby could get his Omni off. And that's how that fight even started off. Epileptic Kid, he's really quick.
Yeah.
These plays right now.
I think with Telescope it gets close, but Abyssal play definitely. These fights, every single one has been so nail-bitingly close. Like that one instance from losing both the Sven and the egg, instead both survive. Alliance kind of lack the focus, and because the Jug is spinning, he can't really finish off the spin, so it gets very awkward. Now we're back to well, an even game, which we've been saying a lot because it's true. It's very, very close. Roshan will be respawning in 10 seconds, and that is what everybody's eyes will be upon.
This one is huge though, as Pressure or Aghanims, both amazing for Alliance because DP wants a second Exo. VP also want a second God Strength. What's they got? Aghanims.
Yeah.
Then
both carries
he would love it.
Bad.
Yep.
That's a Jug.
Yep. Both carries Juggernaut exactly. Slash. Getting tense. This is it. This is the big fight right here. Hold me.
Radiant are scanning.
Satanic on Sven now.
I love Epileptic Kid. Like everyone else is just like, oh, don't go into Roche Pit. We gotta feel it out first. And Epileptic Kid just pops Walker and just kind of comes charging in like, yeah, Roshan. No, Epileptic Kid. Wait, we need to do this tactically. Oh, okay, sorry guys.
Ooh, guess what GPK is? Level 25?
Oh,
That's
no.
big. Daedalus.
Oh no, he did so much damage in the last fight with this already, with level 20,
Yeah.
and now he's level 25. This is gonna be berserk.
I mean, GPK has had such a bad,
those
bad
agents.
early game. We kind of forgot about him, didn't we?
We
And
did.
now look at him.
We did. That's just.
Now have better items than like. Oh, they really don't, huh?
What's up?
On BP. I was thinking maybe he has Spell Prism or something like that. Oh, Alliance gets a Spell Prism, of course. Death Prophet. Spell Prism, big item.
What a bounty!
DP just holding back. Both teams really holding back here. He's gonna make the first move. He's gonna make the first play. Do Alliance go for it? Do Virtus.Pro go for it? Who wants to commit to the fights? Well, my question's been answered for me as Virtus.Pro. They want to go for it. They may well just find it. S4, he's a little bit separated from his team right now. This could be extremely costly if they find him. A blink away just in time. Is it enough to keep him alive? He's sitting behind this tree. He's disguising himself very well. They pop the tombstone. They need to go for the...
Oh, they popped the Exo.
Pro, they dare back away. Alliance, they can't let them escape. They need to jump something here. And again, he's ready with the blink in and with the ultimate. The Rupture comes down onto S4, try and control him up, and now Sven pops the god strength and all hell breaks loose. S4's gonna be the first target here with the Sven trying to scale something. Will be able to take comes towards the GPK and then leads him on towards Epileptic as well. They maybe tries to cut through him. They try to cop the GM onto him, but immediately purged off by him. But it doesn't matter. They've got so much damage. The crit comes through, but there's disruption as well to save Nico Baby's life, but he's running out of spells. He needs to get himself away from this, but he's just surrounded by heroes. Tries to fight up into the end. Meanwhile, the Sven just trying to deal with that Epileptic Kid. Can they do deal with Epileptic Kid, actually? Limps 4 just turn around and tear the Sven apart. And they don't lose anyone on Alliance except for S4 and Undying, who both buy back into the engagement. And now they can run into this Roach Pit, and there's no way Virtus.Pro will be able to contest this one. Oh, and just in case they wanted, by the way, a nice double damage. Gaben says, nice fight, guys. Here you go.
I'm so surprised that VP decided to take that fight. Epileptic Kid, he was sitting behind the trees, hoping to just gosh it and go in, even though Death Prophet already popped that Exo.
Man,
It looked like they could have just...
GPK was so out of position though. He tried to I think he tried to cookie up the high ground and just kind of drop everyone with his little shredder, which in fairness we've seen happen before. Like that spell's hella dope.
Radiant's
But
middle
they got
barracks
omnied.
are under attack.
And
Radiant's middle
so
barracks
his Omni
is
wasn't there to
falling.
save him, so
He saw Handskin, and he took the opportunity to try and burst Handskin. Again. And that's what happened. Because as long as Handskin's alive, with this Aghanim's Purge, the Sven can't really fight.
Radiant's top tower is falling.
he's stuck. No, he starts to take away in the second lane at barracks. Bottom lane could be considered.
Has fallen.
Atos will slow him down. That'll show him. Oh no, another Exo. Limp is ready. He's got that spell prison.
Is under attack.
Mortimer's Kisses coming on over the top, trying to force them away. Get off our high ground, god damn it.
Are fortified.
They are not listening. Alliance don't care. Mortimer's Kisses run out, and they are straight back up. Tombstone needs to be dropped as well. An obnoxious Tombstone right in front of the tower, daring Virtus.Pro to come and kill it. Nico will spin. Sven's coming back. Keeping it of everybody. One of them play here, guys. Well, as the sun comes down to the Sven's looking for really doing anything, but the Supernova is also out from him. This is a GPK jumps in and dumps a hell of a lot of damage into the side of Alliance. I'm not sure they can fight into this one. It's Yule's going to save the DP from the initial engagement. Now the arena comes down. They've got GPK. He's trapped inside the arena, and the Juggernaut will slice him up. No more Grandma. And now they look for more. Ili's trying to get himself a Electric Kid as well, knowing that he needs to fight. He's got a BKB. I think he has to throw it out here. Looking to bring down... Oh, that's a big rip. Bye-bye, FNG. And they only look on towards Nico Baby. He, of course, has his Aegis. Not the ideal target, but if they can kill him, they might as well. But now he gets off the Omni Slash, or a quick slash, sorry, as he jumps back behind them. Ilias in some trouble, but the crit saves him, but the Crypt Swarm kills him anyway. Now, can they hold this high ground? That is a question. 3 heroes alive on Virtus.Pro, 3 heroes alive on Alliance. They give the cheese over towards Nico Baby. Lincoln's as well popped onto him as well, just to give him every single ounce of protection they possibly can. And it looks like they are going to be able to finish off this barracks, leaving Virtus.Pro with a base in tatters and mega creeps on the doorstep.
Oh,
Dire now have mega creeps.
that is so rough for VP now. This is not what you want to be fighting up against. The Megas Alliance can just control this. They can wait as long as the next Aegis if they want to. Farm out the map. But they want to keep going while Snap is dead. They still have the Omni Slash. buyback though on Snapfire. They could possibly take a 4v5
has it.
or 4v3 fight. Without God Strength, they're a bit hesitant.
I really don't think they're trying to poke.
Are you sure? They're chilling.
They are still.
Yeah.
Oh, Liv's got another exorcism. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, they're going for it, but yeah, Snapfire back in 15 seconds. They're they're prodding. They're doing everything except committing. Both teams playing do-si-do. Tickle fight, pillars fight.
Supernova. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And Phoenix is level 20, so you got that Sunray during the Supernova. That's the one that was doing so much damage to the Juggernaut, by the way, in the last fight. So that's something at least for VP right now. And they can definitely hold off these Megas for now. Alliance, they're going to want to secure this game. So I really do expect them to just wait for that Roshan to be back up. I know it's going to be a long time, but when you're in a situation like this, you're not going to want to rush things.
They see the double damage. Nico Babies, he's got to be tempted, but at the same time, yeah, no, they're playing against Megas. Yeah, just take it slow. Take it slow. The thing is, they can't really leave their base, but big but. There's a rapier. The first rapier from Virtus.Pro.
Oh, that's gigantic. The reason why he's not been able to kill this Juggernaut up until now is because of that butterfly. He did not go for MKB, so now this rapier, he drops it. He doesn't want to show it.
Yeah.
Yep. They can get a surprise kill onto Jug. Yeah, I know it's a rough situation for VP. They don't got any buildings, but you have the damage to be able to fight back into Alliance, and Alliance know that. So you see them just controlling up high grounds. They want VP to come out of the base first.
Yeah, and Granny wants a rapier as well. They want to have the
that's
the double rapier.
Big too. Empire, 3x low shredder.
That's the thing.
It is painful.
If you don't go now, then you're going to be fighting into 2 rapiers, which is actually sounding very difficult. See if this one comes down to Juggernaut straight off the bat, but he does manage to get out the spin, but there's so much damage coming out from the spin, they just crit him down. Bye-bye, Nico Baby. Good night, baby. As the Supernova comes down, some of his kisses, tickling S4, doing a bit more than tickling S4, murdering S4 seems more active, but there we go. We have the disruption coming through, but Save just jumps on his face. Says the son of a limb is completely untouched on the side of this fight. The GA's going to come through as the Sven trying to look for a target. He's broken up, taken down. Not much he can do here as he's being controlled up so well, bouncing around all over the place. He needs to find a target, but he's getting absolutely mauled by everything, and he will fall. Rapier on the deck, and they will be taken up by S4, who's now looking to slam it into the face of GBK, getting around the back, spear across to the side. GBK being thrown around all over the place. The management comes out from Handskin as well, and S4 will be waiting on the other side with a Rapier God's Rebuke to finish the job. Buyback from GBK, but the base is in tatters as Nico Baby takes down DM. DM buying back into this one. Nico Baby going for the tier 4s now. It's a 4 versus 4, but the carry is not there on the side of Virtus.Pro, and the support is not there from the side of Alliance. The scales are clearly balanced in Alliance's favor. GBK trying to do what she can, but unfortunately, there's just not enough available in the tank as she'll throw her body in to say, please stop attacking our Ancient, but Alliance, they don't care. They keep on going for it, and they will take down the Ancient and knock Virtus.Pro out of the tournament. What a performance. What a turnaround for Alliance here as they find their feet at last.
What a crazy fight. Like, Juggernaut dies right away because of that rapier from the sun. He did not expect that one bit. I thought they were just going to play it safe, but you know, he went out, he died, he got surprised himself, but Virtus.Pro chased him out into the vision of Alliance, into that tombstone, which was probably a pretty big mistake. There was no more Lil Shredder to get rid of that. And this Death Prophet, she does a lot of damage. The help with the creeps too, providing so much. That fight on Nico Baby's like, yo, hold on, I can just buy back. My team already won this fight. Get out there, end this game right now, and they do that. I am. If you ask me, okay, who I would have told you, VP, hands down. Lions proving so wrong, winning this series, and now they're gonna be playing